Greetings, friends. This is the Cross Moto channel, a motorcycle that runs on beer. Yes, that was exactly the headline of an article I came across just the other day. And my first thought was, what kind of nonsense is this? What the hell? However, after a couple of days, my emotions cooled down, and I decided to look into what this interesting creation actually is in more detail. And that's because there is a lot of unreliable and simply unverified information in news articles. Yes, it's complete. He lives in the United States, or to be more precise, in the town of Bloomington, Minnesota, a guy named Kai Michaelson. And yes, this beer-powered motorcycle is his creation. Kai became famous in certain circles for being a passionate fan of jet propulsion. Mikelsen got interested in this topic back in his childhood, at the age of 12 when he was given a chemistry set for Christmas. And as he grew up, Kai stayed true to his hobby and started building various vehicles powered by jet propulsion. He turned his passion into a career. He worked a lot as a stunt coordinator and as a creator of stunt equipment. Mikelsen contributed to more than 200 films. Among his jet-powered creations, it's worth mentioning the cart-trike bicycle, made from a more extreme jet-powered wheelchair, a rocket scooter, and a toilet on wheels with a rocket engine. Yes, this man became famous for creating a jet-powered toilet. And what have you achieved? And so, in May 2020, Kai Michaelson presented his next creation, a so-called beer-powered motorcycle. And I'm sure the term beer-powered is used here just for hype and clickbait. That's because this machine will work just as well on regular water. Let's take a look at its design. We see a motorcycle in classic American style, but instead of the usual V-twin engine, there's a 53-liter keg installed in its frame. What should be the fuel tank is filled with beer, and there are pipes running from the rear wheel that look like exhaust pipes, but their function is a bit different. So, the beer from the tank goes into a coil located inside the keg, where it is heated to about 150 degrees Celsius by an electric heater, and the energy for heating comes from the battery. As a result of heating, the beer turns into superheated steam and is directed into two jet nozzles. The steam pressure is enough to propel the motorcycle forward. Mikelsen claims that his creations are capable of reaching a top speed of 240 kilometers per hour. And now, after understanding the principle of operation a bit, everything falls into place. In fact, Kai's motorcycle runs on electricity stored in a battery, and beer serves as the working fluid for the rocket engine. Let me get a bit technical. In rocketry, the working fluid is the substance expelled from the rocket to generate thrust. And, from a practical standpoint, for this kind of design, it would be more appropriate to use distilled water as the working fluid, so that nothing accumulates in the coil tubes and nozzles. But then you couldn't call it a beer-powered motorcycle. It's also important to note that this creation's range is very limited, and this is confirmed by the fact that Mikelsen plans to participate in a quarter-mile race on the beer cycle in the near future. At the moment, Kai is taking his creation to various exhibitions, where he attracts the attention of curious audiences. After the drag race, this machine will most likely end up in Mikelsen's museum, in his house. Here are a few quotes to end with. Kai himself says this: "Gas prices are rising. I'm not a drinker, so I can't think of anything better than using beer as fuel." And his son Buddy said the following: "You can pour anything into the tank. It could be Red Bull, it could be Caribou coffee, or it could be beer. Why not?" This sensational and absolutely impractical creation definitely managed to attract the attention of the motorcycle community. But you and I know that it's the real biker's body that runs on beer, not all these machines. That's all from me. This was Cross Moto Channel with you. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to support it with a like, comment, and repost. And also subscribe if you haven't already. There's a lot of interesting stuff on my channel. See you next time.